I always start with the same few phrases when learning a new sign language. And I'm going to share these 10 phrases with you today. But here's the fun part. I'll show you how each one looks in a different sign language that I've picked up along the way. I've had the opportunity to travel many times over the years and see a variety of countries and meet deaf people from all over the world. So I wanted to show you how I learn new sign languages, starting with 10 phrases. And I think that number 8 will make you smile. So the first phrase is an obvious one. Hello, how are you? So now I'm signing it in South Korean Sign Language, German Sign Language, Namibian Sign Language, Brazilian Sign Language, Libras, and BSL, British Sign Language. Just so you know, each phrase that I'm teaching today, you can learn yourself through InterSign University. When I set it up many years ago, I encourage teachers to teach these exact phrases because I feel like they're super important to learn, especially before you travel. I don't understand. Now in Indonesian Sign Language, Slovenian Sign Language, Japanese Sign Language, and Auslan, Australian Sign Language. What is your name sign? Czech Sign Language, Moldovan Sign Language, which is a dialect of Russian Sign Language, Turkish Sign Language, and Swedish Sign Language. Does your family know sign language? In Nepali Sign Language? In Israeli Sign Language or Shasi? In Chinese Sign Language? And in French Sign Language. Story time! Okay, so I was looking back on my travel memories, and I remember when I arrived in China. Now understand, this was before I had set up InterSign University, so I didn't know how to learn sign languages on my own. I just knew how to show up and by plane, boat, train, whatever it may be, just arrive and start gesturing awkwardly. So anyway, what happened was my friend group, we went into a bakery, and as we were looking around, we noticed there were 3 deaf guys. I think there was 3. Yeah, 3 deaf guys. And so, of course, my friend group, we all went over to say hi and start gesturing. And wow, I noticed right off the bat, their sign language was completely different from mine. Now, understand, at this point, I had already visited like 15 countries, I think. 15 different countries. I had met with deaf and had basic conversations with them. So, but Chinese Sign Language was just completely different. And I think it was mainly because a lot of their signs are related to Chinese characters, like their written letters, if you will. But anyway, we were really struggling to communicate. So it took us 45 minutes to understand one concept. 45 minutes to get the first word down. And it's funny, though, that I've noticed that with hearing people, if they're struggling with language differences, often, this is just what I've seen, they'll kind of give up after a little while and just kind of part ways, both mutually fine with that. But with deaf, you struggle and you try, you're stubborn and to reach communication, because that is the number one priority in the deaf world. And so it took us 45 minutes to finally understand one concept. I think it was the concept of day or something like that. Anyway, once we got that concept down, then we got the next word and the next word and the next word, and we kind of create a, quote, new sign language, i.e. A combination, a pidgin of ASL and Chinese sign. Anyway, it was funny. But now it's so much easier. You can learn through InterSign University, on YouTube. There's just so many ways to learn a sign language before you ever arrive in a country. But back in the day, you just showed up and start awkwardly gesturing. And I missed that a little bit. It was kind of fun. It was like figuring out a puzzle. Yeah, you were just trying to find which piece helped them understand me and which piece helped me understand them. And then once you finally understood each other, you're just giddy together. And I just missed that. Yeah, good times. Anyway, let's go on to number 4. I want to visit a deaf school. In Spanish Sign Language, from Spain. Ugandan Sign Language. Argentine Sign Language. And Vietnamese Sign Language. Help me, please. Vietnamese Sign Language, Belgian Sign Language, Chinese Sign Language, German Sign Language. Can I meet your family? Chinese Sign Language, South African Sign Language, Indian Sign Language, and Mexican Sign Language. Now, number 8. What is your life dream? So maybe you're thinking, why that phrase? Why that question included in this list? So for me, when I travel and I meet people from all over the world, I really enjoy asking the question, so what is your life's desire? What does it look like? What do you want? And they start out a little nervous, kind of explaining a little bit here and there, but I see them as they open up and start to explain more and more about their life dream. And I'm just amazed as I see who they really are inside as they open up to me. And honestly, it feels like for that one moment, I see them and who they are as God sees them. For just one moment, I see who they really are as amazing, beautiful souls that He has created. And so that's why it's my favorite question. So again, what is your life dream? Belgian Sign Language, Kenyan Sign Language, Argentine Sign Language, and Namibian Sign Language. I want to go to church. Spanish Sign Language, Zimbabwean Sign Language, Mexican Sign Language, and Russian Sign Language. Quick commercial break. If you're ready to learn a new sign language, you can with InterSign University, and that's where deaf teachers from around the world teach you their sign languages, and you can use my 30% off discount code below. Please teach me your sign language. Brazilian Sign Language, Libras. Algerian Sign Language. Russian Sign Language. And South Sudanese Sign Language. Okay, whew. We finished the 10 phrases, but wow, that was a challenge for my brain. To film myself signing all those different languages and trying to keep them straight in my brain, I mean, wow. Okay, that was pulling things from way back in the past to sign. So that was a tough challenge, but super fun. And if you want me to make more in the future, please go ahead and comment below and let me know if I should make more. So thank you so much for watching, supporting, and subscribing. Love you.